If you're ready to start wrecking some nerds in Alliance War offense, Captain Hydra has got you covered. In this video, we are talking about the top 5 Alliance War offense teams in Marvel Strike Force right now. Plus, we are announcing the winner of the Electro giveaway, and oh yeah, we are doing one more. So if you're ready for all that, guys, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
All right, I am not Captain Hydra. I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome to the ValleyFlyin channel. I hope you're doing well. In this video, top 5 Alliance War offense teams, guys. Yes. And we got some pretty good honorable mentions that we're going to talk about. Yes, so before we begin, winner of the Electro giveaway, Jonathan Orso. So yes, we got one more though. Mikey B from Worldwide Nutrition announcing that we're doing one more. So Electro, if you have not entered, stick around for the end. If you're already entered, then you're still entered and you still have a chance. So all right, I do want to, before we begin though, I do want to thank everybody that has watched this previous video that we did all the way back in April. Got a lot of views, a lot of likes, and I want to thank each and every one of you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video as well. And so before we begin, there are a couple disclaimers that I want to talk about. So there are 6 pretty much meta defense teams, and in order to be qualified for this list, these teams have to be able to take out at least some of these meta teams. And if you're wondering what I consider the meta teams, the Mercs, the Emma Marauders, the Emma Frost version of the Marauders, Shield with Coulson and Fury, the Asgardians, Black Order, and of course Hydra. In no particular order, those are the meta teams. And yeah, you got if you want to be on this list, you need to be able to take out some of these teams. Also, there are a lot of hybrid teams out there that are really, really good. Combining some of these meta teams, bringing them together, make an even more powerful team. I'm not going to talk about that on this list because this list could go super crazy if you start to combine different teams to make ultimate teams. So yes, just the pre-made factions that are in this game right now. And yeah, I do want, before we talk about the hybrid teams, Ultron is a member of a lot of them. Yeah, you got XMen versions of hybrid Ultron. We have Aimtron, Defendertron, Inhuman-tron, Power Armor-tron, able to take on a lot of bigger teams. But yes, so just keep that in mind. Ultron, very good on war offense. I hope you guys are using on war offense nowadays and not on war defense. But let's get to this countdown, guys, now that you know what you need to be on this list.
Number 5.
As coming at number 5 on this list is Hydra 2.0. Baron Zemo is pretty much a one-man army. And yes, you got this main team here with these 4 other Hydra members. A lot of different people you could put into this 5th spot if you want to just do this basic Hydra 2.0. I've seen Vulture work very well. Swarm works very well. Kingpin kind of doesn't have a home, so this is a good place to use Kingpin. But yeah, a lot of characters work very well in this 5th spot. I mean, because uses Ravager Stitcher. But anyway, Zemo is the one that makes him. Now, if you have a very low, weak Zemo and you have a very strong Crossbones, Winter Soldier, Hydra Grenadier, this team's not going to work very well. You need a very, very big Baron Zemo for this team to work very well. And who do they counter? Guys, they counter some of these big bad teams like the Mercs, like Hydra 1.0 with Red Skull and the rest of those minions. They countered the Asgardians. They countered Shield. They do a lot. And it's all based on Baron Zemo. And you can punch up pretty big if you do a hybrid team with the symbiotes, if you want to bring them together. So keep that in mind. Very, very good team. And yeah, coming in that number 5 spot.
Number 4.
And yes, coming in at number 4 is the big bad Inhumans. And I had a very tough time placing these guys. Discussed it on chat with you guys this morning. Inhumans or Zemo, which one would go in that 4 and 5 spot? I flip-flopped many times, and what really made it is that hybrid version of this team. They are able to take out Black Order, replacing either Karnak or Quake. Probably Quake, because that Disrupted may come in handy with Karnak. But yes, that's what gave them the edge over Zemo, but they still take out a lot of good teams. Obviously, that Hydra 1.0 with Red Skull, Black Bolt was made to counter him. Does a lot of damage. Yo-Yo, with her offense downs on the enemies, does very, very well. Crystal with her passive giving them health back. This team beats a lot of teams. In addition to the Hydra 1.0, you got the Asgardians, you got the Coulson Fury Shield team that they take out, and the previously mentioned Black Order. So very, very good team. Build this team, guys, if you are looking to take some of these meta teams out.
Number 3.
All right, and coming in at the number 3 spot is what a lot of people have called Fantastic Four 2.0. It is the XForce. And kind of like when Fantastic Four came on the scene, they were able to take out pretty much every defensive team out there. That is kind of what XForce does now in the game. Fantastic Four doesn't do it as well nowadays, but XForce does it. Only team I've seen them struggle with is Black Order a little bit, but I'm sure there are people that have used the the XForce to beat that Black Order team. A lot of it has to do with her Negasonic Teenage Warhead, big AoE on her opening move right here. And if we scroll down, defense up, it removes it from all targets. So that's very important about to get that against some of the teams that they counter. The Mercs, Coulson, Fury Shield, Asgardian, Marauders, getting that defense up, removed, very, very important, and applying heal block. If we scroll back, we got another big move right here, X23, very, very early ability block. We got Domino with a good chance, a very good chance to apply evades every time an X-Force member takes a turn. Cable, speed bar manipulation, and Deadpool. He is the new Greg. You cannot kill him if Domino is on the field, guys. So yes, very, very good team. Some big punch-ups as well. So yes, guys, if you have access to some of their shards, I know as I'm making this video, X23 not farmable, and Domino is in orbs but not farmable. If they become farmable sometime in the future, build these guys, especially because they unlock Dr. Octopus, who we're going to talk about in just a little bit, guys. But yes, build them if you can.
Number 2.
All right, and coming in at number 2 is the XMen, and one of the best teams in the game, still one of the best teams in the game. A lot of it has to do with Phoenix going into Dark Phoenix and Colossus protecting her. Some of these other 3 members I've seen switched out. I think this is the best version of this team, all things being equal. Kind of depends what room you're trying to target, but Beast and Storm have a lot of synergy with each other, especially in helping her special to keep those charges on her special. Cyclops, very, very good damage, huge AoE coming on turn 2, especially if these guys have taken a lot of damage. So I like this version of the team. Beast helps to make Storm better, gives them a lot of buffs with his ultimate as well, and then did big damage from Dark Phoenix when she goes into Dark Phoenix form. Wolverine is also very good, and I've also seen Psylocke used in combination with this team as well. And yes, I guess it depends on what team you're fighting, what room you're going in, because Psylocke removes buffs from this team, debuffs from this team as well. And who can they counter? Man, they can counter everybody. You put Ultron version of this team taking out one of these, maybe Storm or someone, does very well against the Black Order. So you could counter the Black Order with this team. Even without Ultron, you could counter Asgardians, Shield, the Mercs, and sometimes Marauders. The Ultron version of team guarantee counter the Marauders if you're not punching up too much. But yes, very, very good team. Well deserving of that number 2 spot, guys. And a lot of different versions of this. Just a non-hybrid X-Men team, guys. So build them if you can. As soon as you unlock Phoenix, start building this team.
Number 1.
All right, and was there any doubt, guys? The number 1 team in the game right now is the Black Order. They're the number 1 team on offense in war, number 1 team on defense in war, number 1 team in arena and war, in arena and on offense and arena on defense. I mean, they're just the number 1 team everywhere they go. And man, I wish they were working properly when they first came out. Or I guess Scopely really wishes they were working properly when they came out, because a lot of the hype, a lot of build up to this team was kind of deflated when they came out, and there were some bugs with this team. When those bugs got fixed though, oh my goodness, this team started working on defense, and very, very scary. But anyway, I digress. They are the best team in the game. They pretty much counter every team in the game. Only thing you need to really watch is this flip of Thanos. This, when he goes into empowered form. Let's go to empowered, and boom, this one right here, this time shift, flipping all negative effects to positive effects for all allies, flipping all positive effects, negative effects for all enemies. When you're facing the Black Order, you want to do this against the enemy Thanos, after the enemy Thanos does his time flip. And when you're facing the Emma Marauders, you want to do this after Emma does her ultimate. But yeah, pretty much win if you use this team, guys. I mean, there's not much to say if you have access to them. And hopefully, if you are fighting against these guys, you have good counters for these guys as well. Hopefully, you have your own Black Order. Hopefully, you have your own XMen that you could build up, and even Inhumans if you have that Ultron version. But now, I want to talk about some honorable mentions. Let's go back to some of these teams here. And the first team I want to talk about is these guys right here, the Sinister Six. Now, currently, Dr. Octopus is not in the game yet, but when he comes in the game, and I'm probably not going to make a video for a few more months once we have a few more teams, I think Dr. Octopus is gonna propel this team into the Alliance War meta, both on offense and defense. And I'm not sure what the best version of this team is yet, guys. We will see when Dr. Octopus is released. I think this is the version that I'm gonna start with. But we will have to see what is the best version of this team. But yes, definitely worth an honorable mention. Maybe not right now, but as soon as Dr. Octopus comes in the game, they may be in that top 5, guys. Next team I want to talk about is these guys right here, the Avengers. Since the rework, very, very good. I've heard reports of these guys, even if you replace Thor, Captain Marvel with Thor, even taking out the Black Order. So very, very good. They can do some very good things, and very good for new players as well, because all of these guys are farmable, and you could put Thor in that spot, make them a good team that way, or Iron Man, whoever you have access to. What I like about it, you could put anybody in this 5th. I like this Captain Marvel. Very good on defense, very good on offense. Not in that top 5 in either of them, but still a team that I did want to mention. Other team that I want to mention is, let's go back here, is these guys right here, the Supernatural. They are definitely worth an honorable mention as well. They can take out a few meta teams. They punch down slightly against the Mercs. They can punch up against S.H.I.E.L.D. So, yes, they can take out a few meta teams as well. Good team with that counters a few of these meta teams. Doesn't counter all of them, but they are good against the Mercs and S.H.I.E.L.D. Next team I want to mention is the Power Armor team. And there are even reports of this team, if you use the Ultron hybrid of this team, taking out the Marauders. So very, very good. I think these guys can take out Marauders anyway. I know they could take out the Mercs if you're punching down. And if anybody is using Ultron on defense still, these guys are a hard counter to them, and then they could punch up big against some of these non-meta teams as well. Next team I want to talk about as an honorable mention are, where are they? Here they are, the Fantastic Four. This was the team that I mentioned when we were talking about the X-Force. They were the best team, or one of the best teams in Alliance War offense when they came out. We're able to counter a lot. Don't do that as much. They still counter some of the original Marauders if they don't have that Emma in them. The Young Avengers, they're not really a meta team, but they counter the Young Avengers if you see that. And they can punch down a little bit against S.H.I.E.L.D. So very, very good team. And the last team I want to talk about that certainly deserves an honorable mention are these guys right here. Brotherhood 2.0. Brotherhood was a top team in the game when they came out. The meta shifted a little bit and surpassed them, but Toad, Blob came out and they went back into the meta. They are a hard counter to the Coulson Fury shield. They can punch up pretty big against them. They can punch down against the Mercs. You need a bigger Brotherhood to punch down against them, but yes, very, very good. And Young Avengers, not a meta team, but they could punch down against the Young Avengers or punch up against the Young Avengers as well. So certainly deserving of that honorable mention, guys. All right, and those are the top 5 Alliance War offense teams, guys. Let me know. Agree? Disagree? Let me know in the comments. Leave your comment and thoughts. Should some of these honorable mentions be bumped up into that top 5, or should some of these be off the honorable mention? Another team in there. Let me know your thoughts, guys. And now it is time for the giveaway. Now, if you've already entered for Electro, you're still entered, so you are automatically there. But if you have not entered, there is still time. I think Mikey from Worldwide Nutrition is going to draw the winner tonight, guys. So make sure you use the link in the description, and yes, enter for the Electro. You can get your own Electro. Pretty good character, despite some of the controversy. But yes, so and use that link down below for Worldwide Nutrition as well, guys. They do a lot of sponsoring on this show for these giveaways. So next time you're ordering your pre-workouts or aminos, or if you want to try that new gamer drink that they're coming out with, make sure you use that link, get 25% off your order. The channel does get credit when you do that. And yeah, I like their stuff. I've been trying out their pre-workouts and it's pretty good. And if you like this video, do all that normal stuff, guys. Subscribe, like, notification bell, leave that comment And make sure you share this with your friends, especially share it on social media, guys, and all of your alliance mates as well. I will see you guys next time. Check me out on Twitch every weekday morning. Give me a Hulk fist bump before you go. Yeah, and I'll see you next time. ValleyFlyin out.